following audio is from November 2019 in a UNIRock Periscope. I want you to listen to it, and I want you to ask yourself if you knew these things about somebody, if you would let them in your Discord server for any reason at all, out of spite, out of vengeance, whatever, what would possess somebody to let somebody that you knew these things about into your video production Discord server, and what good do you think it could possibly do?
When you lose the plot, this is where Katie is. She's lost the plot. You got me? She's gone so far down the rabbit hole of lies, and she is guilty about it, I can tell. And her conscience and her guilt that she feels is compounding. And because she has pathologically lied about all of this to try to save her YouTube career, now those lies are the only thing she knows how to tell, and she's trying to lie out to weigh against her consciousness and the guilt. So she's literally saying some of the craziest lies you've ever heard that are just so blatantly obvious. And she doesn't realize it because she's in that state of supreme cognitive dissonance. And once it wears off, that's when they go and they private their videos. That's when they go and delete the evidence. That's when they start the damage control campaign, just like Kyle did. Literally, Katie right now is doing what Kyle did. She's just a little more far up in her. She's at that point where Kyle was still going on non sequitur and telling everybody, "I'm gonna pay Steve. It's okay. I owned it the whole time. It's okay. Ignore that video of me admitting everything. It's okay." That's Katie Paulson's stage right now. And when she went live on Instagram and started talking about makeup and all that shit, that was her basically trying to move on to the damage control phase. She's got to pump out a bunch of content that, builds trying to distract her audience from that video she put out and cloud the YouTube and Twitter space with anything she can related to her that doesn't involve this situation so that she can attempt, here in a few days or whenever to make a denial. And she'll say, "I never did that. I never deleted that. I never struck that." Like she's been saying, and we'll be able to just throw the evidence up and be like, "Here is you recorded on Instagram saying exactly that. You're lying." You got me? It's a common thing that YouTubers do when they're busted.
This next clip of audio I'm about to play is from roughly a year later, November 2020. This was the night that Creepshow Art was doxxed in UNIRock's Discord server. At this point, UNIRock knew he was up a creek, and something finally happened with KJ, who he never should have invited into his Discord server, that he wasn't going to be able to cover up. You can hear the guilt and the shame and the "oh my God, what am I going to do now? I got to get out in front of this" in his voice. He goes on to say that he's going to put KJ on blast. He doesn't let things like this happen in his server, yada, 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 on and on. His last priority is to inform Creepshow Art what happened, and even a lower priority to him is to apologize to her, immediately followed with, "I don't know what I have to apologize for." He did know what he needed to apologize for, because he knew he had somebody in his server that was capable of doing this to other creators. Um, that's about all I have for you today, other than this nonsense about he's seen the light and turned a new leaf. Now he's finally aware of what KJ's about. If you still believe that after listening to this, I've got a real nice bridge in Brooklyn for sale. There's a little bit of ice on it. You can knock it up with a broom, drive across it, have a good time. Knock yourselves out. Thanks again for listening. Have a great day.
One more time, one of my top administrators sent a message that we just got right when I'm falling asleep. Like I had already been asleep, but I'd woke back up. And supposedly, just to state it again, I don't know why Katie put a link into my server that contained, I don't know if it's real information or fake, because I haven't seen shit, but supposedly contained a picture or two and a name. It is considered a dox, being shared as it was, because my server is not private. And the only, for God's sake, I can hope is that my administrator, for the first time in 4 years, is like lost their mind and typed that in, not knowing what was going on. But I doubt that's not even humanly possible at this point. I am going to kick Katie for doing that in the morning once I talk to my administrator. And my administrator probably will message me in the next few minutes. I'll handle an administration. I've taken steps to where she can't post right now in the Discord until I find out. And I'm going to upload a video about it and let Creepshow know so she can. I don't know what she can do to, either way. The last scope was muted. I didn't even know. I don't even know. You'll have to message me, okay? You have to message one of the admins. This is just important, and I don't tolerate it. I don't care if you're my worst fucking enemy. I'm not playing that game. And I don't see Creepshow as my enemy anyway. I just think I think she kind of gives me a little guilt by association. I see why if this is the truth. I can see why if this happened. I'll update you when I wake up. I'm going to bed. Though, just so everyone knows, I'm going to take this so seriously that if my administrator message me, I'm literally going to get out of bed to handle it. And I'll keep you updated. Okay? Thank you. I will even email her Creepshow and apologize. I don't know why I would apologize, but I will at least I'm going to directly let Creepshow know that it happened once I confirm it. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to let Creepshow and everybody, I'm going to let everybody know. I'm going to blast this shit. This is crazy. Like, this is psycho. I've had this server for so long. This kind of shit does not happen in my server.